It's been a while since we have made a video, and we have been very busy doing hot research, which you will eventually find out about. Our topic is basically truth, health, and survival. And we may be coming to a time when every person in this country may have trouble surviving. So, as far as truth, Jesus said, "You shall learn the truth, and the truth shall make you free." What we see in this country is that we are getting almost no truth, half-truths, and distorted truths. The top of the line, which nobody has the political fortitude to say, is that our president himself starts off with the first lie. He says he's the first black president. He is the first mulatto president. That's half white and half black. When he was campaigning, he stood upon the fact that somewhere in the army of General Patton, his granddaddy fought alongside of him. I don't think that he would survive a meeting with General Patton. So there's nothing wrong with being a mulatto. We can't help who our parents are, but we can tell the truth about who we are. Now, number two, the health care bill. The health care bill is basically a power grab for a socialist economy. And one of the things that they don't want us to do is to be individually responsible for our own health. They want us to march by the numbers. This is diametrically opposed to what alternative health care is all about. Alternative health care is to try and get you to be the best person you can be, using every tool and nutritional supplement and whatever you can do. One of the things that you should know is there's a question mark about small businesses and small corporations and whether or not we're going to survive. Obama passed or wrote an executive order that's very nebulous. It gives the CDC and the Department of Health guidelines that are not established, that are not mentioned in this thing. So it's possible that you may not be able to get your Platinum Plus, your Cielo Gold, your Vickery Sea Plant Minerals, things like that. And you may have to go to better knowledge of natural foods. In the last jobs report lost, there was 464,000, if that's an honest number. They tell us that the unemployment rate is something around 10%. The actual rate is something like 21%. Another lie. So what I'm saying is that it may be very difficult to survive as individuals because we can't sustain an economy with the jobs loss that we have. The jobless recovery is another lie. There is no jobless recovery. So what I'm trying to make a point is that you have to be accountable for your own individual health, number one. And number two, that you have to be ready to fend for yourselves and take care of yourselves. And number three, that you stock up on food, stock up on the supplements that you need, whatever you can. And remember that this is about control of the individual, and whatever they have to do to wreck the American economy seems to be happening. And we will, if you can stay well, you won't need doctors the way you have, and which will lead us into our next presentation, by the way, which is simply an iceberg. And the top of the iceberg will show you how we live and die by the numbers that we have right now, and the limitations of those numbers and the deception that's in those numbers, because in all the reports there's a couple lines that I will tell you about, which is present in every fatal disease that we see, and they pass over it like it's not there. So the bottom of the iceberg, we're going to show you all the latent diseases that are current in the United States, plus the ones that are imported by our illegal friends here. and how to survive under current conditions, and hopefully we'll be guiding you in the direction of how to survive in survival conditions, because they may be upon us.